You know what I really want to see is a way for you to better practice your opener. Now you may be wondering, what are you talking about? You can just use the striking dummy. And while yes, you could use the striking dummy, but here's the thing. Let's say I practice my Black Mage opener, right? Yeah, you do Sharp Cast, Fire 3, Thunder, boom, this, right? Boom. Oh. I'm trying to do stuff and then I fuck up my opener and then I do this and like, no. I fucked up my opener, right? I messed up. Well, look, Ley Lines is on a 2-minute cooldown and so is Mana Front. That means I'm gonna have to sit here on my ass for almost 2 minutes. No. That's not cool. What this game kind of needs is a training area or mode where you can just go in on a practice dummy, boom, do your cooldowns, and you fuck up your opener. It's like, oh shit, well, maybe you just press a button and it resets your cooldowns. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't know this, and this is a sort of decent substitute for this. This is a decent substitute for this, okay? It took me a while to figure this out, and I never heard of anybody mention this. So this is kind of what I just said is kind of already in the game. So there's this NPC over here called the Sharp-Eyed Radiant, okay? So this guy appears here. You do a little quest that's in Razatan. He's in Razatan. It's like somewhere here, and it's a short quest. You literally talk to like 2-3 NPCs and then you're done. And then you unlock this guy, right? You talk this guy to fight, and this is called the Stone Sky Sea. Okay, every expansion has one, I believe. I don't know about Realm Reborn, but Heavensward has one, Stormblood has one, and Shadowbringers and Endwalker has one. This is where Endwalker is. This is Endwalker Sky Stone Sky Stone Sky Sea. I have heard of this before, right? Funny, it was also in a Zepla video about ACT or something, where it was basically showing about Stone Sky Sea, how it's like you can kind of see how much damage you do, quotation marks, kind of, but it really doesn't. Like, it kind of just gives you like some kind of score or something, right? And that's all I heard about it. It's like, oh, okay, so it's kind of like, it's like some kind of striking dummy. Well, not really, okay? This Stone Sky Sea actually does more than that. It does more than that. It does more than just that, okay? Right here, you have a bunch of trials and raids, okay? I don't really know what's the difference. Maybe HP difference, but there really is no difference between any of these as far as I know. It doesn't matter which one you pick, okay? Just pick this one, right? So it does this, and then it throws you to a little area. Where there are striking dummies. Or just one, I guess, right? So it throws you to this little area and you're in a striking dummy, right? This is perfect, pretty good, rather than doing a random striking dummy like how we were in Labyrinthos. Using this one is a way better way to practice your opener, right? So you go in, right? You just go, boom, you use cooldowns, right? You go boom, bop, beep, right? Use all that bullshit, right? You use all that bullshit, right? So everything's on cooldown. I fucked up my opener. Oh shit. Well, you go back to this NPC, you talk to him, you go back to the other guy, right? You go back to the other guy, you go here, you go back in, and then check it. All of your cooldowns are reset, making you not have to wait the 2 minutes on many things for it to reset so it can go back so you can practice your opener again. This is a great tool that I don't think many people know about this, okay? I never heard of this being used for this way. And I never heard anybody mention it that, hey, you can use this to actually practice your opener because it resets your cooldowns. Never, okay? In about 2 years that I've played this game, never, okay? And I just don't think a lot of people know about this. I could be wrong. I could just never heard it somehow, and I was just unlucky, but I feel like not a lot of people know it. And it's a pretty good way to practice your opener. Now, I say practice your opener and not practice your rotation, okay? Now, I think practicing your opener and rotation are two separate things, okay? Practicing your opener is obviously your opener, where you throw all your cooldowns, right? That's the most spot in your that's where you use all your cooldowns, basically, is what I'm saying, okay? Practicing your rotation is where you already know your opener and you practice that, and after that, okay, that's where your rotation, it repeats. That's when you already know it and you're just doing it to practice what comes after that, and then the burst window. That's what it does. For example, I know the Gunbreaker. Oh, I can't change. Okay, well, I know the Gunbreaker opener, right? I know it. I already know it. I can do it. It's no biggie, right? But I always practice the rotation because when I actually go in to a fight to play with Gunbreaker, I always fuck it up, okay? I always fuck up Gunbreaker rotation at some point. I either focus on the rotation for doing it properly or I fuck up the mechanic, okay? I just can't. I need more brain processing power to play Gunbreaker well. It's the only tank where I need more processing power to do Gunbreaker, to play Gunbreaker right. It's the only one. And that's just that could be just me. I could be just bad, lol bad, but that's just how it is, right? So practicing your opener and practicing your rotation are two different things. Okay, you use the Stone Sky Sea to practice your opener. You use the random striking dummy that we did on Labyrinthos to practice your rotation. Two different things to do, and I feel like this is the best way to just practice your opener, so you don't have to wait for your cooldowns. You can just reset them. You can reset them pretty quickly. Now, as I said, each expansion has each Stone Sky Sea. There's no difference between them. The only thing is the level, right? So, for example, let's say I was level 60 Black Mage. I couldn't use this striking dummy. And the reason is because if you try to attack an enemy that's over your level, the higher the level of that enemy is, the higher the chance you will miss, okay? So I figured this out, you know, long ago when I was like on lower level jobs. And I tried to practice my opener on, say, you know, in Thavnir, like over here or something. Like, for example, you go to a level 80 and you're like level 63 and you're trying to practice your opener. And then you're doing it. And then you'd realize, wait, why isn't this button pop up? Oh, because you missed. Because the enemy is higher level than you. And the higher the level they are, the higher the chance that you will miss. When you have a level 60, you have a level 70, you have a level 80, and level 90. I don't know if a Realm Reborn has one. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. So it's good way to practice your opener at different stages of leveling, right? Now, if you just boost, then you can just go to the Shadowbringers one because it's going to put you at 80, right? So the others don't really matter, but if you just do it, normally through leveling, then you can just use those as checkpoints. So you get to level 60, all right, time to practice your opener because that's the first really. Level 60 is when you actually get a form of opener, and then you do it again at level 70 and 80. Some jobs don't change at all. Some jobs don't change in openers at a certain point. For example, Monk does not change whatsoever in its opener level 60 above. It does not change. It is the same buttons. You have filled your shot. What? Oh. It just ran out. Yeah, it has the same exact opener for Monk at level 60 and beyond. Okay, but others change. Okay, others change. Dragoon changes a lot in its opener. I think so does Reaper, and a number of jobs do, but some don't change that much, right? Either way, yeah, Stone Sky Sea, good opener practicing. Don't use a striking dummy. If you're practicing your rotation, you can use a normal striking dummy because practicing your rotation means you already know your opener and you're practicing what comes after that and for the burst windows. So yeah, I didn't expect to go on that.